welcome to what's going to hopefully be a long-standing series on the YouTube channel. I'm going to call it the Garage Series. And basically it's going to follow my preparation steps for Colorado this year. And, you know, whatever trips or maintenance we have or items we plan to install, it will likely have a Garage Series episode dedicated to it, as well as an individual install and review if it's something that's like, for example, light bar or suspension. So they'll go hand in hand. Hopefully it doesn't crowd, you know, my YouTube. It doesn't crowd your inboxes or whatever. For those of you that actually do end up watching these series, whether it's their firearms reviews, whether it's the truck stuff, I just want you to know I appreciate you being here, supporting in any capacity, whether that's good comments, bad comments, dislikes, likes. To me, it doesn't matter. I don't really do this for the acknowledgement of other people. This is something that I do with my spare time. I enjoy doing it. And so it's just one of those things. So some of you may have seen on Instagram or Threads or even on some of my YouTube shorts, we are going to Colorado this year. There are a lot of little details that are still unknown at this time, whether or not I'm going to be at the Overland Expo in the CBI booth or the Peak booth, or if I'm just going to be there just to go to the event. In any case, there's going to be some trails that we're going to do, and there's going to be a decent amount of BLM camping as well as national park camping. So this is kind of the introduction and the, I guess, start of the preparation. Now I have about 8 months, I think, to get prepared, and I've already gone ahead and ordered a few parts that I was hoping to have before the trip to Colorado. Those parts include this Diode Dynamics SS5 crosslink. It's going on the front bumper approximately right here. And I also have two Go Overland Canada rugged cases that I've purchased. One is likely going to go on a slider in the bed of the truck. The other one is going to be roof mounted on the Prinsu rack. And the one on the Prinsu rack is most likely going to have the recovery gear in it, and maybe a few little other odds and ends. The smaller one is like I said, going to be on likely a tray, and it will have the cooking essentials in it. And so that will help keep the truck organized and keep down the amount of mess that I create when we go and do these types of trips, because you know, I'm not Expeditions Overland, I'm not whoever else you guys may watch. I get messy, I tend to throw things back, and I'm working on my organization skills. So but some of the items that are going to be a priority is going to be these skid plates you see behind me here. For those of you that don't know, I actually had these skid plates previously. I left them in the bed of my truck, and they were stolen. CBI was kind enough to send me an entire new set of skids, and so the first order of business is going to be to sand these down myself, get rid of all this rust, coat them, and put them on the truck. There's going to be some trimming that's required because the front lip doesn't match the Warren Industries hidden winch bumper I have, and the wings on the side of this sit fairly high up. They're pretty tall, and so with the Peak diff drop, I have to cut those wings. Unfortunately, it means probably having to cut part of the CBI logo off, but if I can save it, I will. Other items on the list are the Peak Suspension 2.0. They're going to be all aluminum, and I'm going to be installing those with the upper control arm. It's going to be the Trek kit. Other items that are on this list are going to include, obviously, maintenance on the truck. I have a bunch that I need to do. Not necessarily oil changes, and I don't have to do sparks and stuff like that, but the truck is getting up there in mileage, so it's going to need a thorough look over. And then on top of that, the other items that I've ordered, provided that the price is right and I can swing it, it's going to be the CBI sliders. As you can see by this video here, These Western Automotive slider steps, nerf steps, whatever you want to call them, they did the trick for what they were, but they are rusted, they are beat to hell, and it's time to move on from them and put on something that's frame mounted, that's going to offer me that additional protection for trails like we might see out in Colorado, and any other trail that we might have to or decide to do even here at home locally. So I think that's mostly it. For this first episode, at least the introduction episode, I did want to have kind of a whiteboard and show you a visible representation of what needed to be done, what needed to be bought, items I was reviewing, but I just don't have one yet. And you can't see right now, but the garage that we use isn't heated, and it's kind of in shambles right now. So that's also part of the project for this garage, is getting some heat hooked up to it. I have my diesel heater in behind me, which you probably can't see because the table's in the way, but I'm probably going to plumb that in through a window and run that for our primary heat in here. That way, during the next few months while prepping, I can work in the garage comfortably. I can, sand those plates down, paint them in here, and not have to worry about being exposed to the elements. So other than that, I hope you guys will follow along. I hope you will enjoy the Garage Series videos, and I will see you on the next one, which will likely be either installing the Diode SS5 crosslink or getting to work on sanding these skid plates down and getting them painted so that way they can get on the truck this year. As of for now, that's everything. And again, like, subscribe, leave a comment, good, bad, or otherwise, and I'll see you in the next one.